Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Ruminations of a TI, Targeted Individual. Shout out to the Economic Ninja for motivating me to start today, this project that I've been thinking about for a while now. My name isn't important to you, but I think my story may be. Hindsight is 2020, and looking back, I can see clearly now what was happening. It was 2010, and I just moved to an apartment in Boulder, Colorado, where my only child, a son, was attending college in his second year at Colorado University at Boulder. I was going through a divorce at the time. My house was in foreclosure. I was trying to short sale it, so we moved out to start a new life in Colorado. I was a complete train wreck from 25 years of being married to a narcissistic psychopath and being codependent, confused, depressed, gaslit, vulnerable, to say the least. When I got to Colorado, I met some of my son's friends, and his friend's mom, Lydia, was very nice to me, and she said she was going to show me around since she lived in the area for a few years, and she was from Illinois, which is where I was also from. Our first outing, Lydia took me bouldering, which I had never done before, and it was up in the mountains, in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado in Estes Park, and it was climbing over these big boulders that were in a stream covered with water. It was very slippery. So I swear she was trying to get me to slip, and thank goodness I didn't. But I was looking for a hairdresser and a new look, and I had dark hair naturally, and I wanted to go blonde. So Lydia recommended her friend, let's call her Polana, who worked at an exclusive beauty shop on Pearl Street in Boulder. Pearl Street is the equivalent to Michigan Avenue in Chicago, where it's a fancy street with the finest shops and restaurants in town. So I figured, what could go wrong? So I made my appointment for 2 o'clock and showed up on time at the salon. The friend was there, and she put my head in the bowl and did all the things and put the formula on to dye my hair. After 45 minutes, I said, is it done yet? And she said, no, your hair's really dark. It's going to take a little longer. So after an hour, I said, isn't it long enough? And it was starting to burn my scalp, and I thought it had been a long time. And it was bleach, and the smell was very strong. And she checked it, and she said it needs to be longer. So after another hour and a half, I asked her to check it, and she said, no, it's not done yet. And the other people in the shop were, whispering to each other, and I kind of felt like something was wrong, but I just, normalized it and just, ignored it. So after 2 hours, I said, listen, I can't take it anymore. And she said, okay, we'll rinse you. It's almost done. So as my hair was being rinsed out, I could literally feel clumps falling out into the sink, falling out of my scalp. And the rinsing took forever, it seemed like. And after it was done, I walked over to the, regular chair in front of the mirrors. And I looked in the mirror, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I looked like a 100-year-old woman with just a few pieces of hair, and my entire head was almost bald. So I almost died right there in the chair. And she said, oh, it looks good on you. And I said, what happened? And she said, sometimes some hair loss happens, and there's nothing that she could do about it. And I was just sick to my stomach, and I had to go. And she said, you can't leave, you have to pay. And I had to pay her $70 to leave because I was too timid at the time. I didn't realize I could just walk out if I wanted to, but that's another story. I paid her and left, and I went straight to my son's fraternity house. And I was hysterical in tears. I said, "Look what happened to me. And a woman's hair is everything to her appearance." And he said, "Oh, Mom, it's fine. You're just overreacting." And I was really devastated. And after that, every time I washed my hair, more fell out. And I had a bag of hair in the bathroom of all the hair that was falling out. It continued to fall out for weeks and months after that till it all fell out. And I questioned many other beauty parlors about the method of bleaching, and they all said never to leave it on for longer than 45 to 50 minutes. So I thought I had a lawsuit against this place. And that's a laugh, right? Can I sue the whole wide world? This is what being a TI is all about. Everyone does you wrong. Are you being severely mistreated and manhandled by everyone everywhere you go for no good reason? Until I heard of gang stalking and community gang stalking, I didn't understand what was happening to me. I thought I had a tattoo on my forehead that said "screw me," that everyone saw but me. Well, I do have it. I will try and wear it as a badge of honor. Thanks for watching. More stories to come. And thank you for supporting me in my very first video ever. Peace out.